Hello! Hello everybody and welcome. Welcome back to the stream. We're doing some more game development today. Or at least hopefully doing some more game development today. I don't know. Things have been a bit interesting on my end, I suppose. I mean, I'm all for a stream, but it's like... It's kind of strange. However, I did get a little bit of work done on Grow outside of the stream. I got some notes down in the scripts that say what everything's doing. And I tried messing around with arrays and lists. Now that I know a bit more about them, I did some research. One of my classes in school literally just covered them this week, and I was like, ooh, that's rather convenient. So I had to look into that a little bit. it's pretty interesting. It's fairly interesting. So I managed to get something working, something that I wanted to try out, and that's the different spawn locations. They work now. The rotation does not work, and allow me to show you why. Allow me to show you what I mean by that. So we're back in the scene. And we have this here. Typically it would spawn here in the last system, but now we can spawn it here. And if I click on it, it just kind of goes. Not to mention another problem I found. Yeah. I need to find a way to keep the player within the bounding box, even though they may have more moves than necessary. They may have more moves to go outside of the bounding box, and if I click on it one more time, it's just game over. So we need to be able to keep the player within the grid, which means we need to make an object that can write a script for that will basically border the grid, and no matter what size it is, which is gonna be difficult. It's gonna be interesting, but gonna be difficult. Or I could just make death planes and just fit it out for every single level. Try not to streamline the process at all. Spend forever making levels. I don't know. For now, it's fine. It's just not how I want it to be at the moment. It's okay. A lot of things are not how I want it to be at the moment. This is like, what, week 3 of working on this, I think? Yeah, this is like the 3rd week. I don't expect much to be, you know, all that made up to be good. I do want to work on this more outside of streams. Just a lot of things come up and a lot of things happen, and I'm busy a lot, so here we are. We're doing it now. I think I'm gonna turn down the music real quick. Here we go. Before we get started, like right before we get started, the VODs that I have literally just completed, they're uploaded. They got uploaded today. So if you missed out on something and you want to go watch it again, if they're on YouTube in the stream archive, you can go check that out. That's like it. Oh no, one more announcement. Playing Hollow Knight on Monday. Finally getting around to it. We're gonna play Hollow Knight on Monday. The last 2 Mondays have been just difficult to stream on, and I don't want to make it a habit where I don't stream on Mondays. But I will stream next Monday. That's gonna happen. It's gonna be a thing that's happening. So be on the lookout for that. Anyways, let's get back to it. The first problem I want to solve is the problem that we have here with this whole thing. I want to be able to have it rotated. Essentially, I want it to be able to go this direction. I don't really care much, you know, which direction the stems are rotated at the moment. We can fix that later. But I want it to be able to point in this direction and move in that direction instead of just going right the entire time, because what's the point if you just go right? In order to do that, I think I have an idea of how I want to do that. My idea is that in the Bud script here, Visual Studio, a little moment to boot up. There we are. In this script here, as you can see, I added a whole ton of notes. In this script, I can add a, oh, actually, you guys can barely see that, hold on. There we go. I can add a variable that's going to take the place of this variable here, this local variable. I can add a variable that I can just set in the inspector, or maybe I can detect which direction the, like which spawn point it's spawning at, and then choose the direction from that. And you choose the starting direction from that. Maybe. That of course would be on start instead of on mouse down. It's on mouse down. We still have this on mouse down. We'd have to like change it up though. I don't see it completely in my head, but I think I have an idea. We're gonna try it out. First, we're gonna add ourselves a new variable, which will be variable to change the direction the bud moves in. That is great at typing. And this will be a public variable, vector3. Well, I don't think we need it to be a vector 3 because well, no, we need to be a vector 3. The things that are changing are the y and x positions. That's right. Yeah, public vector 3 heading. We'll just call it heading for now. And in this case, we're gonna change this out for heading. No, don't duplicate. Now, when we go into, I'm gonna compile real quick. Now when we go into the this bud prefab, we can select heading. In this case, we're just going to change it to -1. Now when we play the game, yep, that's exactly what I thought would happen. Perfect. Now heading is going to change every time we use a specific item to change the direction of the plant. We can get to that in a bit, but for right now, I want it to be so that I can detect which direction it spawns in, which spawn it spawns at, I mean, and then changes heading based off of that. We can do so in the start function. No, not the start function. We need to do so in the update function, I think. No, start. We can do it in start because it's the spawn. So heading back into this, we can go ahead and add a start function. I do not need it to be private, Unity. I'm sure there's a setting that allows me to turn that off. I don't know what it is, and I'm too lazy to look for it at the moment. So in the start function, we need to detect which spawn point it's spawning at. In order to do that, we'd need to get contact of the list in another script. In order to get contact of the list, we do we first make a game object. I'm just gonna change this to variables for prefabs. Do a public game object pot. Then in start we can do get the required components pot equals game. No. It was like pot dot and then we get the script, which is the pot script. No, not that. I think it's pot equals get component pot script like that. Or maybe it's a pot dot get component. No? Oh, yeah? Okay, perfect. So now we get the pot script. Now that we have access to it, we need access to the pot scripts list that we have like right here. We need access to this. Well, actually no, we don't need access to that at all. We need access to this variable right here that I made that allows us to change the spawn, which should be pretty simple. So all we need to do is now get an if statement. I get a few if statements. Or can we do a loop for this? I don't know. Detect which spawn location the bud is at. Right now I'll do it with an if statement. And that'll be if pot dot spawn equals like 0, I think. I think we can do it with a loop, but I'm trying to think of how it would work. I just learned about loops like a couple days ago, so forgive me. Is it pot script dot spawn? No. I think I know why. We didn't set the prefab. We didn't set it. Right? You know, can do the definition. Okay, it won't compile because we made an error. Okay. Fine, if you're gonna be that way. Can't think ahead. What? Invalid expression term. That's required for the if statement though. What the heck? Yeah, just get rid of the if block. Okay, now we can put the pot in. Right? We can put the pot in, right? And then we need to be able to detect what location the buzz at through that spawn variable. So, if pot.spawn equals 0? Okay, it's still not working. I might need to look something up real quick. Hold on. Can't seem to remember exactly how this is done. Did I make this private? It's public. It's public. Okay. Okay. As far as I know, you think you can use the static and make it a variable static in order to make it global, but I don't know if that'll work. I'll try it. Okay, I think I might understand. So instead of We can just public int. We can do public static int. Now that's a global variable, which means I don't need to reference this. Nor do I need to do this. Instead, I can just do hot script dot spawn, right? I'm not, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to turn it into a bool, right? Maybe I need to, like, get it. Like, I still need to, like, grab it. Fetch the required components. So now, I can make a variable that's like spawner. We can do like, hold on. Pardon me. That came out of nowhere. It's like a int spawner equals hot script dot spawn. Right? I forgot I need to say this real quick. Okay, that works. Now we can change this for spawner. If spawner equals 0, right? It's not a boolean, I'm just asking what number it is. I think I need to do, yeah, alright. There we go. Forgot the double int. Now we can detect which location the bud is at. For right now, I'm just gonna do a debug.log saying it's there. Bud is at, oh, I forgot to make it a string. The bud is at the first spawn. Okay. Now let's see if this works. Yeah, there it is. Bud's at the first spawn. Now if I should be able to update this in real time. So if I go into this and I change the, oh, no, that's the wrong one. The pot one. And I change the, can I not change the spawn locations while... Is it on the bud? Huh? Where in the world did it go? Do I have to show it in the inspector? Do I have to serialize field that? Because it's a static variable now? Oh, let me try that. Serialize field. Let's try that. It did nothing. It weird. Is it because it's static now? It's just not gonna work. Oh no, that's not good. That's interesting. Should be on the pot script here. But alas, it is not. Seems that making it static kind of did mess things up a bit. Okay. I think I have an idea for a workaround though. Oh, I serialized filled the wrong thing. Never mind. Let me try something else. Let me try that again. Size field. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Please work? No, of course it won't work. Okay. I'm thinking that we change this, but we just add another variable. So we have it like this instead. We add another variable that it just equals that. Yeah, we just have another variable that equals spawn, and that's going to be our static variable that relays information out to all of the variables. That'll be our global. Okay. So we do a public static. Static. Yo, what you up to? Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm making a game, kind of like Snake and Helltaker at the same time, where you like have a certain amount of moves, but if you bump into yourself or any other obstacles, you die. Your goal is to try and get to like, your goal is trying to like, get to a goal tile, I suppose. As of right now, let me finish writing this line of code real quick. That gonna work? No. Gotta be like this. Yeah. So far it's pretty basic. I'm gonna do something with that real quick in a bit. So basically the oh yeah. I kind of messed it up because I changed something. Okay. Locale. Okay, I need to finish this thought first before I can do anything. Before I can show you what's up, because suppose you have the option for multiple game modes depending on how you want to go and how hard you want to go on the project. Maybe I might. I was thinking of just being one game mode and just messing around with a bunch of different types of like mechanics and whatnot. Have fun with that. I don't know. So we're gonna yeah, set the global variable equal to the spawn variable. And then to do that, we just do spawn locale equals spawn. That's pawn. That'll work for now. Do you do this full time, or are you doing it as a side hustle type thing? So absolutely ignore me until you finish your lines. Thank you. I don't do it as a side hustle at all, or anything like that. This, at this point, is just a hobby. I'm not the best at it. I'm still very, very new when it comes to scripting and making games and whatnot. Yeah. I do kind of want to make it a job at some point. Okay, and maybe we can change the spawn. Okay. Can I do it like real time? Ooh. You can't do it in real time. Okay. But you can, I can set the spawn now. Problem solved! Yes! You don't want to artwork for games and we want it to be a job. Have a whole thing planned out. Oh yeah. I wish that some of the art that I made was game worthy, but I spend my time doing this instead of working on artwork. It's either that or playing video games. Yeah, you're right. Collabs. Yeah, that is what collabs are for. As much as I think that collabs are nice and are good, I also want to be the kind of person that says, I made this game by myself, because I have no life. Which is a bit sad now that I think about it, but it's more impressive to say you made it by yourself. Yeah, pardon me. Okay, not everyone has all the skills needed. You hate coding, for example. Yeah, I get that. I hated coding when I started out, too. Certainly pride to be taken when you make solo game. Yes. It feels good to make a game by yourself. I've attempted several times and never actually gotten anything done. I'm hoping that this will be the first full project that I make. What was the next thing I needed to do? The next thing I needed to do was... only coded a website. That was the only coding you want to do. I could not touch website. I couldn't touch website coding with a 30-foot pole. To me, it's just way too confusing. So we have the directions all set up. I need to be able to change directions on a whim. That's why we made this heading variable here. So in order to do that, I need to, well, first, I need to ensure that the player is in certain modes before they can turn, or before they can do any of that. You find C# and whatnot too confusing? Yeah. It's not for everybody. Though I definitely encourage people where I can. It's sometimes, just not for them, you know? And they'll find that they like eventually. I think I need to make an entirely new thing real quick. To make like a player manager. I'm gonna create an empty player manager. And this will be... I'm gonna zero this out real quick. Though I don't technically need to, I want to. This will manage things like what mode the player is in. I want there to be certain items that the player can pick up. Well, not quite pick up, but more like certain resources the players can use. And that'll have different effects on the way the plant grows. In order for that to work, it'd need to have like a player manager. So I'm gonna call this player manager. There we go. Get rid of this. And then your plan is basically to bring people to your site and marry up different skill sets so people can create artwork for code or music, etc. Started off as me starting on a 2D Ocarina of Time and ended up as a social media site. Wow, that's impressive. That sounds actually rather convenient. Yeah. You just go to a site and say, hey, this is my skill set, and anyone can just be like, alright, here's mine, wanna trade? That sounds really cool. Good work, man. Doesn't exist, so I thought, yeah, nice. Well, it's a good concept. Plus, the games got hosted and published by the site for free. Okay. Money for everyone if it goes right. That's a solid plan. No, not player script. Player manager. Script. Okay, manages player. Oh, no, we can keep capital. Resources. Yeah, manages player resources. Okay. So, for right now we can do it in the inspector, but basically I want there to be different types, of resources the player can use, and when you click on one of the resources, it puts you into a different mode that changes the way the plant behaves. It's a bit complicated. There's gonna be definitely some interscript between script. scripts are going to be talking to each other a lot. In order for that to work, we need to first make the 3 different states that it'll work in. Thank you for the follow, Bank and Triple. Pleasure to have you here. So, in order to do that, first we're gonna need some booleans. Booleans are the different states the player can be in. In order to do that, we just need bool. No, we need public. It's 3:30 a.m. so you need to get to bed, but I followed you so I can check in on this. Seems like a cool idea. Sorry I have to shoot early. Literally falling asleep. Well, go get some rest, my guy. Don't want to be sleep deprived for anything, you know? Trust me, it's not that fun. Public pool. And thanks for sticking around, too. Pleasure to have you. Have a good one, bro, and good luck. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Public pool. I'm gonna do, like, watering can. Let me do it basically 3 times. The plan is, we have 3 different, like, resources the player uses. Yeah. And the last one was, shears. We can be fancy, we call it garden shears. Alright, and now we need to check if any one of the other 2 are... If at any point, if any one of the other 2 are true, if any one of the other ones are true, then the other 2 in this list are false. In order to do that, I think we can use like a while loop, like while the game is playing, maybe. Because I don't want to use like a bunch of if statements, because that's gonna clunk up the code pretty quickly. As far as I understand it, and there's a method that's better. Thinking like in the start functions, we do void start. In this function here, we go like, well, something like is there like something that allows us to determine when the player, like, if at any point the player is, you know, playing the game? I know there's ways to determine, like, you can exit the game using like certain buttons and whatnot. How to determine if the player is playing the game. No. How to determine if the game is running, maybe. Is running Unity. Found a Unity answers forum. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna look these up. Application.isPlaying seems promising. Look that up in the Unity scripting API. So I think that we need to do like a void update that changes application.isPlaying, like that updates that in real time. And if it's true, then we can start a while loop. I might be overcomplicating this, I don't know. I'm thinking, I'm gonna try it. If it works and doesn't chug anything, then it'll be great. Maybe we can just try it in the start function. Let's try it in the start function for now. Do an if statement. First, we gotta check if the game is being played, and that is with an if statement. Application dot is playing, not is player. If that's true, then we do a while loop. Maybe? Okay, maybe not. This probably won't work. Maybe we can just do, instead of an if here, we can do while application.isPlaying is true. I can't think of any other way to do this without a bunch of if statements. Okay, let's just do a bunch of if statements for now in the update function. So we do an if statement. Watering can is true. Then both other variables cannot be true. I can grammar. So in order for this to work, we do like watering can is true, so fertilizer has to be equal to false, and garden shears has to equal. I accidentally capitalized the G in garden shears. That was completely unintentional. Also equals false. Let me basically just copy paste this a couple times. Instead of watering can, though, we use a different variable. So we do fertilizer. Change this to watering can. Let me do it again for the garden shears. Okay. Right now, that's pretty simple. I'm gonna go to our player manager. Put the player manager script on the player manager. And now, That's not supposed to happen. Hmm. Okay. Interesting. Why isn't that working? Maybe we have to do this? No, that's checking. Maybe we can just stop using the jargon here. If at any point water in can is ever equal to true, if water in can is a boolean, then both of the variables cannot be true, so they're both false. Right? Maybe we have to actually be playing. Hold on. Now I can turn none of them true. I can turn garden shears true, but none of the other ones. That's interesting. Okay, Perhaps we can use while loops instead of ifs. Instead of if statements, we can use while loops. All we need to do is just replace if with while here. Oh, that's because I said if garden shears is ever equal to false, both fertilizer and water cannot be true. Did I mess this up? Maybe? I don't know. Alright, let's see how this works. I cannot select them. It will not allow me to. Oh. I cannot select anything. Did Unity just crash? Did I accidentally crash Unity by using while loops in? Oh, I used while loops in an update function. Oh shoot. Alright guys, give me like a couple minutes to reset Unity because I kind of messed up. I messed up. I messed up here. I completely forgot not to use loops whilst in an update function. That's gonna be a doozy on Unity. Oh boy. Okay, give me a second here. Give me a second here. I'll be right back. I have to do I have to use the task manager to quit out of Unity? Oh no, this ain't good. Oh boy. Okay. Well, at least it makes for some good content. Oh boy. Unity. Using surprisingly less memory than most others. End that task real quick. Right? Why is it still on my screen? Did I accidentally end the Unity Hub? Oh, I ended Unity Hub. Oh, never mind. That is actually using quite a bit. Okay, end that task. Oops. Well, you take what you take. You know, you take what you can get, and that was apparently what I could get, and that what I did was stupid and idiotic. And is this thing still working? Please function. We still good. We're Gucci. Alright. We're back in it. I kinda messed up. put while loops inside of an update function is great. So yeah, that's interesting. I thought I could use loops. I was stupid. It was not to be. And now I am sad. Where did... Oh. Oh. The player manager object disappeared. Things seem to be saved at an okay point. Didn't lose too much progress, thank God. Should be able to put the player manager script on you, right? Okay. The other two can't be true? The other two can't be true? Well, wait. Garden shears. But if I click on that watering can, it's then true. But if I can't click on the garden shears. Why can't I click on the garden shears after clicking on the watering can? I can click off the watering can and click on garden shears. Wait, I think it might be because it's of the way it's formatted in the code. I have an idea. If any one of these become true, it'll turn on another Boolean variable that's like, oh, no other ones can become true now, except for the one that is already true. I don't know how to do the except for the one that's already true though. I don't want it to be so that you can click on it. You have to click on it again in order to turn it off. Essentially, I mean, this is fine for now, I suppose. This is fine for now, I guess. I mean, I have no objections with this. I mean, it works. Why should I be complaining? It works. The next step is to detect when the player has garden shears active, or when the player has the watering can active, they can then move the plant. When the player has the fertilizer active, it then moves the plant more. And when the player has the garden shears active, it turns the plant. It changes the direction that the plant is heading. So in order to do that, we need to detect in the no, first I think we need to make global variables of each of them. Yeah, we need to make global variables. Oh, that's the wrong program. That's the timer program that I used at the beginning of the streams. We need to make global variables. To do that, we do global variables. Do a public static bool. Do G watering can. Let me basically just copy and paste this, but with different names. G fertilizer. And then G garden shears. Now that we have our global variables set up, we need to, well, not fully set up yet, we need to finish setting them up by doing this. G watering can equals watering can. And pretty much that's the exact same thing. G fertilizer equals fertilizer. G garden shears equals garden shears. Now that the static variables are the same as the variables that actually change, we can use them globally. Do that. And go back to the bud script. We need to detect when the player is in one of each of those states. So for the on mouse down to work, we'll put all this stuff inside an if statement. So we gotta go like a control X. Check if the player is holding the watering can. So we do an if statement, and we go player manager. Player manager dot G watering can is true. We can then control V all the rest of that in. Now the player has to have the watering can in order to move the plant around. I'm gonna change it back to what I typically have it at 0 for now. So now we don't have the watering can active, and nothing we do can. Yeah, okay, that works. We have the watering can active. Ah, forgot to change the direction that the button moves in. Yeah, don't have the watering can. Player manager. We turn on the watering can. Now we can move it. Yippee! We win. Alright, that's perfect. Alright, now, we need to do the exact same thing, but this time with the fertilizer, and the fertilizer moves it in a different way. Instead of moving it by 1, it'll move it by 3 in one direction. So the way we can do that is basically by just going here. I can't see how we'd make a stem for every single one of those 3. Like those 3 spots. But for right now, I don't think it matters. It may look a little broken, but it's fine. Check if the player is holding fertilizer. It's fertilizer. I can type. If pretty much the exact same thing. Player manager dot G fertilizer. We then do this, but instead of heading, we do heading times 3. Alright, let's see how this works. Now we have the fertilizer active. Bam. Bam. We went past it. It's a way to move fast. Okay. It's pretty good for now. Now the tricky part. The garden shears. Well, actually, there might be a way we can perform the the movement thing like 3 times instead of having it just be instantaneous. For now, we'll just have it instantaneous, so we can go back through and change that in a bit. Next up are the garden shears. The garden shears, nothing. The bud won't move. It just changes which direction it's gonna be going in. To be up or down, or forward. No, it can't be forward if you click on it. It'll be up or down. Now, I'm not quite certain how exactly I'd be able to determine which direction the player moves in. Maybe it's like determine how many clicks. Like you do 1 click and it goes to its right, and do another click and it goes to its left. For now, we'll just focus on making it go to the right. And I can edit that later. I forgot to get rid of this. Where did I put that? I forgot to get rid of some debug command. Is that in the player manager? No. In the bud script? Yeah, it is. I'll leave it there for now, actually, because that's not doing much at the moment. I don't remember why I put that there. To change heading. That's right. Okay. We'll do heading equals new vector 3. That one, it's 1 0 0. Let me basically do this for all of the different ones, just with a different number. And it goes like counterclockwise, so instead of 1 now, it'd be 0, and then this would be 1. Two. This becomes -1. And then 3. This becomes... this one here becomes -1. Okay. Got a bit... must have gotten really distracted for that one. Okay. Now, I change spawn to 3. Now heading should have changed, maybe? Okay, okay. That looks promising, that looks promising. I changed spawn to 0. Now heading should have changed once again. I was one step away from making it work and I just completely got distracted. Oh, I don't even remember why what. Oh, it works now. Yeah, that's all that matters. We can have the bud cycle through different states once the player clicks on it with shears. Like, you have a heading left state, and we have like a typical heading forward state, then a heading left state, and a heading right state. And once it clicks on it again, and if it's heading right, then it's back to normal. I would rather it be like it's, like you can just do it in 1 click. Maybe if like you click on it and then you choose which direction it heads. Sounds like some UI stuff that I'd need to do. More UI stuff. Yeah. Doesn't sound too difficult. It might just take a little while. Okay. The way this works, I think, in my mind at least, go in the bud script, we copy this, paste it, no, do another if statement. If player manager.g garden shears is true, then this puts it into a new mode. This puts it into the being sheared mode, which we can demonstrate using a boolean. Go up here. We can put it under this. We can do like bud control variables. Let me do I'll make it public for now. Might change that. Public boolean is being sheared. If we hit it with the garden shears, this then becomes true. Equals true. Yep. Now, okay. Now there's now that works, I think. We can then go ahead and make it, I think we'd have to make some empty game objects with some colliders on them. That detects when the player clicks on them. And then those change a mode, and that changes which direction it moves in. I don't want it to use a current move when you shear it, because it feels kind of scummy to be like, I'm gonna shear it and then, well, maybe. For now, we won't have it use the current move. So is being sheared is true. Now I have to do some prefab work. Go into the bud. Which direction is forward? I don't know. Don't know if it matters. For now, we shall have just a, for now, we shall have 2 of these game objects. There'll be buttons. We have, like, left button. And right button. Let me zero them out, and change their placement to be like, wait, 1. That's the right. So maybe negative 0.5. Like that, yeah, like right on that edge. Nice. I think we can add a sprite renderer to them. As for the sprite itself, I don't know what to use exactly. I don't know why it's like this. I can't really click on anything at the moment. It's interesting. I remember I was able to add like a check mark or something. sprite mask? Maybe that was it. Do we have like an arrow that I can use? The drop down arrow. We could use that. We'll just rotate it. It's gonna look a little wonky for now, I think. Then we can rotate this, right? No. There we go. And the right button gives the same treatment. Well, It does say sprite mask rather than sprite renderer, so I don't know. But now we'll just have like something there, like a square or something. Shouldn't have made the game empty objects then. All right. Delete. 2D object, sprite, square. That's a bit big. It's scale. Why does it scale this? And 0.5. 1. No. -1. -1.5. Where in the world is this thing? Oh my. That explains a lot. 0.1. 0.2? 0.3. Where the heck is this thing going? You'd be like right in front of it, right? There we go. All we needed to do was just make it so that the increments were just so small that it didn't really matter. No, let's scale. We need to do this. There we go. Now we have squares on each side of our plant. What do they mean? Trying to come up with a joke for that. Brain was having a hard time. Okay. This square shall be left button. This square shall be right button. Now, you shall have a collider. Box collider 2D. We need to copy this component. I had a hard time looking for that for some reason. Add a component. We could just do this. I'm great at this. Now, we need to determine. But we need to make a script that then determines. We may need to make two scripts for this that just then determine which one the player clicked on. They don't do different things. They just, well, they do different things because it tells the plant that it needs to turn in a direction. Okay, so in order to do that, we would need to well, first we need to make a script. Or at least one script. create C# script. New behavior. This shall be turn left. Appreciated Visual Studio. Turn the bulb left when the button is pressed. Maybe not turn the bulb left, like set the bulb to turn left. To turn left when the button is pressed. So in order for this to work, we need to have is being sheared turned on or not. We need to make a global variable again. Okay. I said bulb, I meant bud. Okay. Bud. So is being shared is true. If at any point is being shared is true, then its global variable counterpart will also be true. Global variables public static pool is G is being sheared. Now, if at any point we want we want is being sheared to be the same as global is being sheared. So we're going to make an update function. Void update. Don't need this to be private. In fact, I don't want this to be private at all. Then we do set the global variables equal to their, maybe not set the global variables, like the words properly, but like set variables equal to their global counterparts. So it's like G is being sheared now equals is being sheared. That's that. So that at any point is being sheared is changing, global is being sheared is changing as well. Now if global is being sheared is being changed, so we need to detect when the bud is being sheared. And to do that, we need to do an if statement. Global is, well, if bud script dot global is being sheared. Oh no, I just remembered. This needs to be in a function. Void update. Move this into there. Changes nothing for right now. That's just a comment. We go this if bud script dot is being sheared is true. Then we do we need to be able to click the button. So in order for that to happen, we need to have this be in a state. So that's public school can turn. That sounds like a Pokemon name, can turn. Probably is. Now we need to change this up a bit so it's like, well, we don't change anything. We need to say that can turn is equal to true. Equals true. And whenever can turn is true, that means the player can press the button. Or rather, do we really need that? I don't think we do. I don't think we really need that. That's gonna be redundant. I don't think we even need this. Do void on mouse down. Don't need this to be private. First we check if well, check if the bud is being sheared. If statement bud script that is being sheared equals true. Then whoop, press the wrong button there. Bud to turn left. In order to do that, we need to be able to this would change heading. I think this would change heading. So that's like yeah, it would change heading to be left. In order to do that, we need to make a system that where heading could be changed at any point in time. And because it's not a static variable, we can't change it based off of a static variable. Static variables change, stay static, no matter what. Mostly used for just conveying information. We need to change the variable directly. And it needs to be like different for every direction. Okay, I'm getting confused. My idea is that it turns in the direction that the button is. But that's going to be different for every time, isn't it? Unless the bud itself doesn't rotate, of which then it could just be that direction anyways. But then how in the world are we gonna like make it go up and down? Because we have it left and right at the moment. It's starting to get more and more complicated. How about for now we just have it turn right? We just have it turn to the right. Don't worry about all this turn left stuff. I'll save the script, but I don't need to worry about it at the moment. Let me go back into the prefab. Get rid of these buttons. We click it with the shears active, it just changes heading so it's right. We need to change heading so that it's going right. Right? Yeah. I'm trying to think this through in my head, but there's not much coming to mind. Oh boy. Have I reached my limit? That's not good. We're only an hour and a half through the stream. We're only halfway through, though I've done ones this long. We've made more progress than I would have hoped, that's for sure. Like, we can't click it if we don't have the watering can. Now we have the watering can, now we can click it. We win. Yeah. So then, now we can do this with the fertilizer. Using 2 moves instead of just a bunch to get all the way over there. And sure, it's a bit fragmented. I kind of want to tackle that now, actually. We could use a loop to make that happen 3 times. Like a while loop, maybe? Like every time that, it isn't on an update function, so it could be possible. So, go to the bud script. Now when the player has, fertilizer, it just, at this point, just moves its position by 3. What if we just made that loop? We can make a, like, a while loop, maybe? Or maybe a for loop. Hold on, let me pull up my notes. I have it in the right spot. Yep, alright. Notes. Loops. Maybe not the for loop. Maybe actually for the for loop we can add the initializer and whatnot. Let me look that up. Though I have it in my notes, I don't have everything there. It's there mostly for memory and not for reference. The for loop, not force. And you like for and then parentheses. I have to look through all these other FO words like format, forced, format using. Is there like a for loop somewhere around here? Post.forward? What the? I might just look this up through Google. Hold on. How to use a for loop. Unity. I don't want it to download a whole tutorial, no. Um. Okay, I think I understand how this works. I think. Under the bud control variables, we can add a public int. Let's call it fertilizer strength. Now in here, we do a for loop. That's 1. Int I equals 0, comma, I is greater than the, fertilizer strength, and, that's not greater than, it's less than. If I is... okay. I think I got it. So we int I equals fertilizer strength. Then if I is equal to fertilizer strength, then decrement I. I minus minus. I'm not supposed to be using commas. That's correct. It uses semicolons. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, I think I got it. We use a while loop. While fertilizer strength is not equal to, no, is greater than or, yeah, it's not equal to 0. So for that we do like this, right? Unless they mix these two up, like this, yeah. But while fertilizer strength is not equal to 0, we do this. Oop. We do this dot transform dot position equals plus. That's not transform. That's transform. Transform dot position equals plus heading. Ooh. Maybe it plus equals. Yeah, plus, it's plus equals, not equals plus. I'm dumb. I literally made that mistake not too long ago right there. Huh. So this dot transform is plus heading, and then we have to decrement it so it doesn't get stuck in this loop and fly off into eternity. Though that would be funny, so I'm gonna do that. Actually, no, I shouldn't do that. That will crash Unity. I'm not gonna crash Unity. Fertilizer strength, minus minus, gets decremented by 1. And then we need to find some way to reset fertilizer back to, fertilizer strength back to 3. Because at this point we can only use it once. The once is good enough for a test. Here's hoping I don't crash Unity again. Okay. I have fertilizer active. Boom. Nothing happened. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I forgot to set fertilizer strength. We'll set it equal to 3 here. So that'll be like a default. I feel dumb. Dude. Nothing happened. Okay. I can click it and all I want. That doesn't seem to make any difference. Am I missing something? I think we need to do this. We need to control C this. No. Control C this. Control V it here. It's the exact same. Okay. What is it? What's going wrong? Fertilizer strength isn't equal to 0. Maybe we need to change this out for a greater than 0. Make a comparison. Here's hoping. It moves it once. Okay. I can't think of really anywhere else to put that. Unless we do put it in the update function, but now that we have a way to get out of it, it's like different. Okay, I'm gonna delete this. Change it for like turn on a while loop to move the bud. We can do that using a boolean. We can put the current moves into the player variables, right? Yeah. Okay, so in order for this to work, we do the public bool is being fertilized. So it's being fertilized. Then if that is true, which it will be true once the player does this, so is being fertilized equals true. Then in update, hopefully this doesn't crash with Unity. I hope it doesn't. We do the while loop for fertilizer movement. We do a while loop. While fertilizer strength is greater than or equal to just greater than 0. No. First we need to check if. We need to check this. If is being fertilized is true, then we have that while loop. We do while Fertilizer strength is greater than 0. And then here, we add our, we add some things. We add these two. And then we add one more. Decrement the fertilizer strength. I'm gonna do fertilizer strength. Minus, minus. Yep. We need to make sure that is being sheared and, well, not just is being sheared, is being fertilized can be set to false. So we can set an if state. Yeah, we can set an if statement that says whenever fertilizer strength is set to whenever fertilizer strength is 0, we set is being fertilized to false. So then it's no longer being fertilized. So like it's being fertilized is true right now. We had another if statement. If fertilizer strength is less than or equal to 0, then is being fertilized equals false, and we can label this as a fertilizer reset. Is being fertilized as false, and then fertilizer strength equals let's just say 3 for now. We can change that later. Hopefully this doesn't cause an infinite loop. Please, Unity, do not crash. Fingers crossed. We used the fertilizer. Oh! Oh! Oh my, oh my. Okay, okay. Alright. Alright, that worked. Got it on the first try. Oh, that's great. That's great. And we're almost 2 hours in. Okay. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, that's good. That's some good shit right there. Oh yeah. The train is rolling. Next I need to figure out how to get the I need to figure out how to get the I need to figure out how to get the what was it? Get the turning working, that's right. Now that I have the fertilizer working. That was surprisingly easy to work on. Only took a couple tries. Huh. The other option I have to work on is like making actual buttons that can be pressed that turn on and off those turn on and off these. I've already exceeded what I was expecting it to get done today. I'm typically very slow when it comes to scripting, but now I'm on a roll. I'm schmoovin'. I am moving quick. Though then again, I could just end the stream here, end on a high note, and then do more research. This is like one of the longest programming streams I've had. I'll say we have like 9 more minutes. I can try adding some more buttons. Let's add some buttons, yeah. In order to do that, we need to... We need to be able to turn on and off those booleans within the player manager. And we need to be able to turn them on and off without just pressing buttons in the inspector. The pressing buttons in the inspector is interesting. Oh, actually, hold on. There's one more thing I want to try. I want to see. The way I set it up, the fertilizer should work in either of the directions that we've got it going in. So if I go to the bud prefab, don't need to be here. Just open up the bud prefab here, and I turn on, oh no, not the bud, the pot prefab? Yeah, the pot prefab. Turn the spawn all the way to 3. And press play. And then I go to the player manager. I press the fertilizer thing. That works as well. That's perfect. It's freaking perfect. I am a genius. We could work on turning. And again, that sounds really complicated. It's something I really want to work on in my free time. I had it going through my head. I'm like, am I overcomplicating it, or is this like really necessary? So I need to do a bit more research, I think. So buttons it is. Now I need to determine how I'm gonna be able to change the not static the non-static booleans in the player manager script. Perhaps we can use more static booleans. The way we do that would be like, well, first we have to make buttons. So more prefabs it is. Let's make some buttons. 2D object, sprite, square. Now let's make it a circle. Now we make it a circle. Circle. What is the difference between all of these circles other than that one, which is a mask? What is the difference? You will be blue. You're now blue. Nice. This one shall not be named square. It shall be named watering can. That's our watering can button. Yeah. I'm gonna put you on the side of the screen, so that's like 11, maybe? Oh, there it is. Nice. The blue kind of blends in with the blue around. I need to add a background. That's right. I'm gonna do that real quick. Sprites, square, BG. And this background shall be a dull orange color. Duller. Yeah. It would zero it out, but I don't think that's gonna help. And have it go like 25 in both of these directions. Ooh, I know. Attach its transform to the camera. And then zero it out. I just hit my mic. Sorry. Yep. Okay, now we have a contrasting background. Woo. But I cannot see where some of these things are. Like where did my watering can go? Why is it all the way over there? Hold on. Oh, I know why. It's in this. It's in set. 1. No. -1? Yeah. They have a watering can. Nice. Next, we need a fertilizer bag and and some garden shears. That'll be the more interesting ones. But we can just use circles for all of them for right now. Let me make this a bit more dull. Yeah. Now all the vibrant colors should pop against that background. Yep. See, I know art theory. Brain work good. My art brain be active tonight. Let's go. Now we need to. Well, theoretically, the watering can and all that should be in the same position. So what happens if I do this? It disappears. Why does it disappear? Where does it go? What in the world? Whoa, oh, that's not good. Okay. We moved the background back a little bit. Instead of 10, we're gonna go 20. Things still aren't showing up. Is this because it is not being captured by the camera? I don't think it's being captured by the camera at all. Okay. Stop being that. Simple and easiest solution. Just make it stop. Okay. Button. Didn't really do much with it yet. Let me copy and paste it to make multiple buttons real quick. Duplicate, and then duplicate that. This shall be fertilizer, and your color will be brown. Maybe like a reddish brown. Yeah. Yeah. And I thought I named you fertilizer. And then we name this shears. And you shall be gray. Like a steely white gray. Yes. Now when I play, with all three of these buttons right here on the side, you can't quite see that gray. Okay, the saturation is too similar between those two colors. I'll have to look back into that, but I'm pooped. That's been a good stream. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. I'm getting more and more used to doing these types of things. Went for 2 hours today rather than instead of the 1.5. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I got a lot done. And I plan to keep doing more and more. This is starting to come together. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have enjoyed. This VOD is going to be going up in the stream archive in case you missed anything. Or if you just want to watch it again, it'll be going up there and it'll be staying up there forever. So that means it's not going anywhere. Because Twitch VODs like to go places, they disappear. Other news, playing Hollow Knight on Monday. That's going to be happening. I'm gonna attempt Steel Soul. I want to get some practice on Hollow Knight before then, so I'm probably gonna play a little bit before that time, but I don't know. And other things that are happening, not much really, other than maybe taking part in the Ludum Dare. I want to take part in the Ludum Dare again. The last time I did it, it was a blast, and I want to do it again. But this time I'm probably gonna go at it solo. It'll be a completely different game, completely different theme. Haven't signed up yet though, so I kind of want to try it. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next stream. And I keep forgetting to say this, but drink water. Have a good rest of your night. See ya.